So there are a lot of misconceptions, and what's interesting is now that I've been doing this for 20 years, I'm seeing less and less of the misconceptions out there. I think the younger generation tends to be more open-minded and more into holistic or alternative medicines or practices. So I really strongly believe that the younger generation has fewer misconceptions, to the point that if I said, what do you think of hypnosis? They'd say it's great. Like some of them have zero misconceptions about it. So then we look at the older generations, the ones that have seen TV shows and movies and stage hypnosis comedy shows. And so the misconceptions are, I have no control over my mind and that the hypnotist is controlling it all, and I don't want to give up that control. Or I'm going to tell all my dirty little secrets, and I don't want to tell all my secrets, so I'm never going to let my guard down and relax because I don't want to tell all my secrets. That the hypnotist can go in there and do things to you and make you do things you don't want to do. So those are probably the most common. Or, another one that's an interesting misconception is just, I can't be hypnotized. So there's a lot of people that think that they can't be, or I've tried meditation and it didn't work for me. And so as far as that one's concerned, everybody can be hypnotized. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And as I've already explained, it's the process of falling asleep and waking up and just learning how to hover there, or learning even how to get there, to quiet your mind enough to get there. So every human being can be hypnotized. The only thing that's going to hold somebody back is if they have fears or misconceptions about it, which again is part of my job, to try to teach them and educate them so they don't have fears or misconceptions. So the same with meditation. If somebody says, well, I've tried to meditate and it didn't work for me. Well, there's no it didn't work. It's, well, you didn't learn how to quiet your mind. You didn't stick to it long enough to learn that skill and practice it and get better and better and better at it. As far as mind control, cannot make anybody do anything they don't want to do. It's actually part of what makes somebody successful, is they have to want what I'm saying to them. So let's say somebody came to me to quit smoking, but it was really their partner or their doctor that told them to quit smoking. They came to me and I gave them all these really wonderful suggestions on being a non-smoker and being healthier and feeling vibrant and youthful and lots of energy and breathing easily. They would not accept any of those suggestions if they didn't want them. So in their head, if they're thinking, damn these people, I'm sick of my wife telling me what to do, they're not going to accept the suggestions. So success in hypnosis is based on not only being receptive to hypnosis and being able to relax, but it's also wanting the suggestions. So right there is proof that I cannot make anybody do anything they don't want to do it. So it's not mind control at all. And as far as telling secrets, again, if you just think of when you go to sleep at night, just laying in bed and your partner there, your friends there, you're not all of a sudden telling all your secrets, just while you're going to sleep at night. So it's all false. Those kinds of misconceptions aren't true. And if you think of half awake, half asleep, and somebody like your best friend said, tell me about the most horrible thing you've ever done, you'd open your eyes and you'd be like, why are you asking me that? Like, that's just silly. So it's the same in hypnosis. The younger generation definitely doesn't have the same misconceptions about hypnosis. They haven't had the same exposure related to certain movies and stage comedy hypnosis shows, and they're definitely more into alternative and holistic medicines and practices. So I've spoken to a lot of people that are in definitely their teens, but their 20s and even into their 30s that are really, really open to anything that's going to help them and anything that that they believe is going to be beneficial for them. So it's more of the older generations that have been exposed to movies and comedy shows and things that a hypnotist or hypnosis maybe was used dramatically or for effect, or to even purposefully try to scare somebody, in a movie or something. So I would say it's the older generations that have more of the misconceptions, and still there's a lot of open-minded people in those generations, and especially if they know somebody who's had success with hypnosis, or they are open and they have been learning about meditation and hypnosis, then they tend to be more open as well.